welcome to our premiere production of The Verdict. We ask that you have no flash photography. We ask also that you put your phones on silent or mute. We thank you so much for coming to our show, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much again. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and are subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law that shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws.
Murder in the first degree, premeditated homicide, is one of the most heinous charges tried in our criminal codes. People of this code, you have heard along in public space, and it is now your duty to sit down and try and separate the fact from the fantasy. One man is dead, while the life of another is at stake. If there is a reasonable doubt in your mind as to the guilt of the accused party, he must be declared not guilty. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt in your mind, he must be declared guilty. Whichever way you decide, the verdict must be unanimous. I urge you to deliberate honestly and thoughtfully. You are faced with a grave responsibility, and for that I say thank you. I have faith that you capable jurors will make a fair and impartial decision.
The jury will retire.
evening. I'll be right outside the door.
Pretty long decision. Sure, go to the door. Or make me the door. I don't know. I've never really done it. 6 days. I can't believe that trial took 6 days. It should have been over in 2. Talk, talk, talk. Every year supposed to talk about nothing. Well, I guess they're entitled. Everyone's entitled to a fair trial. That's the system.
Have you ever heard of owning your story? What's this about?
What did I expect that? You know the type.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe what's the matter with you? You got a cold or something?
Summer cold. It's how they're supposed to kill you.
All right, folks, let's take our seats.
I thought we made this quick. I got tickets to this new Marvel movie. You must have been the only man in the world who hasn't seen it. Alright, let's start.
I'm going to sit down first. You're at the window. We're starting now. You here to join us?
A kid kills his father. Bam, just like that. Well, it's the element. Let these kids run wild nowadays. Maybe it serves them right.
Wait, is everybody here? Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think you ought to let us sell the rest of them.
Hello, we're starting now. Forgive me. I didn't mean to keep you all waiting. It's all right. All right, now, folks. We can handle this any way we want to. I mean, I'm not going to make any hard rules. If you want to discuss it first, then vote. That's one way. Or we can vote now and see where we stand.
Let's vote now. No. We should all go home fast.
Yeah, let's see where everybody's head is. All right, good. Let's vote now.
All right. Everybody voting guilty, raise your hands. Okay, not guilty. 1. The vote is in favor of guilty. Now we know where we stand.
Wow. Somebody's in left field. You think he's not guilty?
I don't know.
I never saw a more guiltier man in my life. You sat right in court and did the same thing I did. The man's a dangerous killer. You could see it. He's 19 years old. That's old enough? He knifed his own father. 4 inches into the chest. An innocent little 19-year-old kid. They proved it a dozen different ways. You need me to list them? Well, do you believe his story?
I don't know whether I believe it or not. Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
So when you vote not guilty,
Everyone else voted guilty. It's not so easy for me to raise my hand and send it off the bat without talking about it first.
who says it was easy for me?
Not me.
So what? Just because I voted bad? You think the kid's not guilty? You could have changed my mind even if you talked for 100 years.
Well, I don't want to change your mind. I just want to talk for a little while. Look, this kid has been kicked around all his life. Living in a slum, low-income housing. His mother died at 9 and he was put into the foster system, going from home to home, and finally gaining some sense of stability only to lose it all. Yes, it's true, he's a tough, angry kid. You know why kids from the ghetto get that way? It's because we knock him on the head once a day, every day. I think we owe him a few words, that's all.
He got a fair trial, didn't he? We don't owe him a thing. Do you know how much this trial cost? He's lucky he even got it. Look, we're all grown-ups here. It's hard for us to believe, that you expect us to believe him, know what he is. I've worked for my entire career. I can't believe a word they said.
Well, I don't know about that. What a terrible thing for a man to believe. Since when is this ought to be a good character? You have no monopoly on the
Alright, it's not Sunday, we don't need a sermon.
No, what she says is very dangerous.
I don't see any need for arguing like this. I think we ought to be able to behave like civilized people.
Exactly.
If we're going to discuss this case, let's discuss the facts, and just the facts.
I think that's a good point. We all have a job to do, so let's do it.
All right, folks. I'd like to have a suggestion. It seems like it's up to all of us to this lady that we're right and she's wrong. Maybe if we each took a minute to, get certified officer.
That sounds fair. Suppose you go once around the table?
Alright, let's do it.
Great. I guess you're first.
Oh, well, I just think he's guilty. I mean, I thought the audience known otherwise.
Nobody cares. The burden of proof is on the Constitution. The defendant doesn't even have to open his mouth. It's in the Constitution.
The Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, ever heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I just meant, well, I just think he's guilty.
Okay, let's look at the facts here. Number one, let's take the old man who lives on the second floor, right underneath the room where the murder took place. At 10 minutes after 12, he heard a loud noise from the upstairs apartment. He said it sounded like a fight. Then he heard the kid yell to his father, "I'm gonna kill you." A second later, he heard a dead body falling. Then he ran to the door, looked out, and saw the kid running up the house. Then he called the police. They found the father with a knife in his chest. 400% time of death around midnight. Right. Now what else do you want?
The boy's entire story is flimsy. He claims he got the movie. That's a little ridiculous, isn't it? He couldn't even remember what movie he saw.
Exactly. Did you hear that? She's absolutely right. What about the woman from across the street? If her testimony doesn't prove it, nothing does.
That's right. She's the one that's on the hill, wasn't she?
Alright, let's go in order. Just a minute. Here's the woman who's laying in bed. She can't sleep. It's hot, you know. Anyway, she looks out her window and she sees the kid stick the knife into his foster father, just across the L tracks. She's known the defendant all her life. And her window is just across his, across the L tracks. And she swore she saw him do it. Through the window of a passing elevated train. And they proved it in court that you can't look through the windows of a passing L train and see what's happening on the other side. They proved it. Let me ask you something. How come you believe her? So she ignored the witness and blindly believed the defendant?
Now take it easy.
Come on, sit down. Regulations are set for. Relax.
Let's just calm down. Number 5, it's your turn. I'll pass it. And that's your privilege.
I don't know. I try to be convinced with the testimony from the people across the hall. Didn't they say something about an argument between the father and the son around 7 o'clock that night?
I think it was close to 8 o'clock, around 7.
That's right, 8 o'clock. Lady, your first father hit 1.5 minutes and stormed angrily out of the house. What does that prove?
Well, it doesn't necessarily prove anything. It's just part of the picture.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. How about you?
Oh, I don't know. Most of this has been said already. We can talk about this all day if you want. I'm being honest, we're not gonna get it. Let's talk about his record. So at 15, he was put in reform school. He stole a car. He was arrested for lugging and assault. And I think they said something about his dad someone in the armed force.
They also said he was abused at home.
So what? He escaped that terror.
You know what? You're right. It's the kids. The way they are, you know? They don't listen. I got a kid. When he was 8 years old, he ran away from a fight. I saw him. I was so ashamed. I told him, I'm gonna make you a man. I'm gonna bust you up into little pieces trying. When he was 15, he punched me in the face. He's big, you know. I haven't seen him in 6 years. Spoiled kid. Work your heart out for them and then they feel it. All right, let's just get on with the trial.
Look, we're missing the point here. This child, let's say, is a product of a filthy neighborhood. We can't fix it. We're not here to discuss why ghettos are breeding grounds for criminals. They just are. You know it. I know it. And so the majority of those who come out of ghetto neighborhoods.
You got that right. I don't want any part of them. Believe me.
I've lived in the ghetto all my life.
Oh, now wait a second.
I played in backyards and alleys, some of which were filled with piss, garbage, blood, medicine mayhem. Maybe it still smells on me.
Okay, now let's be reasonable. It's not personal.
It is definitely personal.
Come on now. She didn't mean you. Let's not be so sensitive here.
I can understand the sensitivity.
Come on, stop bickering and finish the task. We're wasting time here. It's your turn.
All right? I have to what you're feeling about this trial. Somehow I felt that the defense counsel never conducted a proper cross-examination. I mean, disappointed by the court who barely seemed interested. Way too many questions were left unasked. What about the questions that were asked?
For instance, let's talk about that cute little switchblade that fine, upright kid admitted to buying.
All right, then let's talk about it. Let's get it in here real quick. Form it I'd like to see again, please.
We already know what it looks like. I don't see why we have to see it again. What do you think?
Well, we do have our exhibit tonight.
Find my name.
It's nice. It's a rich one with essence. Don't you agree?
I do.
Then man is going out of his home to get caught after being classified.
Or punch.
What time? He went to the neighborhood store and bought his display. The circuit was risked the following day after being miscovered. It's a very unusual night. The circuit identified it as the only time he had this house. Why did I get it? That's because of one of his friends who said, "Am I right so far?"
You're right.
You bet she's right. Now listen to this woman. She knows what she's talking about.
Next, the boy claims that on the way home, the knife must have fallen and thrown over his coat pocket. Now there's the story, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. You know what actually happened? The boy took the knife home. And a few hours later, stabbed his father with it, and he remembers wiped off the fingerprints. Everyone connected. I think. Are you trying to tell me that someone picked the knife up off the street, went up to his home, stabbed his father with it?
No, I'm saying that it's possible that the boy lost the knife and someone else stabbed his father with a similar knife. It's impossible.
Well, it's a very, I've never seen one like it before. I think it's
I'm just saying it's possible.
And I'm saying it's not possible. What are you trying to do here? What is this? Who do you think you are?
Look at it, it's the same knife. Quiet, let's be quiet.
I got it last night at a little junk shop. In fact, I bought it in the same neighborhood as the defendant.
You must think you pulled a real smart trick here, don't you? But you proved absolutely nothing. Maybe there are 10 lies like they're out there. Who cares?
Maybe there are.
The defendant lied. The defendant lied and you know it.
Maybe he lied. Do you think he lied?
What are you talking about? Of course he lied.
Do you?
Just ask me that. You already know my answer. He lied.
Do you think he lied?
I don't know.
Now wait a minute. What are you, the boy's lawyer? Listen, there's still most of us who think he's guilty. You're alone. What are you going to do about it? So what? What are you going to do about it? You can do this all day.
It's only one night. A man may die and get thrown into prison for the rest of his life.
And whose fault is that?
Why don't we go over again? What I mean is,
Did anyone force him to kill his father?
Maybe that isn't the point.
who forced him? Listen, a lot of people who hear all night about this. Well, I was going to say.
Now wait a second. Most of us have got better things to do here than to sit around in the jury room.
Right, I think we'd already just get on with it.
Well, what do you have to say? You're obviously the one holding up the show here.
I say we vote by secret ballot. I'll abstain. If everyone else still votes guilty, we'll take a guilty verdict right now.
All right, let's do it.
That sounds fair. Does everybody agree? All right. Pass these along.
Guilty, 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 not guilty, guilty.
How do you like that?
All right, who did it? I think we have the right to know.
Excuse me, didn't we agree it was secret about? I mean, if the first one was something secret.
Excuse me, what did you just say? There are no secrets here. I know exactly who it was. What's the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this slick preacher tears your heart out about some slum ghetto kid who can help you become a murderer and you change your vote? That isn't the most pathetic.
Now hold on.
means not that a person was entitled to their own public opinion. I feel like a person has a right to disagree. This is why I came here. Where I come from, I'm just ashamed to say that.
Oh, good. Let's sit around here and listen to the history of your country now.
Yeah, she's right. We need to stay on topic. I wanted to ask you, what made you change your vote?
There's nothing for her to tell you. She didn't change her vote. I did. Would you like to know why?
No, we wouldn't like to know why.
The lady wants to speak.
Thank you. This lady came here, told her story for the boy. She wanted a chance to defend him, so I'm going to provide it for her. She left the rest up to us. She wants support. She's getting it. I want to hear more.
All right then. If the story is over, let's move on. Hey, I was a little anxious earlier. You know how we get. And things get nasty, something personal.
Let's suppose the kid didn't have his father. Who did?
As far as I know, we're supposed to determine whether or not the young man on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motives here.
Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That is the important thing to remember.
Great, so not everybody's a lawyer here? What's your reasonable doubt?
It's a feeling I have. It's only a feeling. Maybe you would understand.
A feeling? Are we gonna stay around here all night and talk about your feelings? What about these facts? Okay, can we just stop playing games around here? Look, the old man heard the kid yell to his father, "I'm gonna kill you." A second later, he heard the dad's dead body falling. Then he saw the kid running out the house 15 seconds later.
That's right. The woman across the street. She's the one who ended up seeing the body through the window. She saw it. Now that isn't enough evidence for you.
It's not enough for me.
It's like talking to a brick wall.
Look, the woman saw the killing. He was on the moving elevator train. The train had 5 cars, which were never seen. The nervous so fast. These remains of insignificant detail.
But what do you gotta say about that?
I don't know, something doesn't sound right to me.
Okay, what do you think about that? Hey, let me pencil real quick. Here, we might as well pass time. Your turn.
Hey, this is not a game.
Who do you think you are?
Alright, now take it easy.
Oh, I got a good mind to walk around this table right now.
Now, please, I don't want to be fighting
Did you
here.
hear her? The nerve, the absolute nerve. All right, doesn't mean anything. Forget about it.
How about we all sit down?
This isn't a game. Who does she think she is?
How long does it take for an elevator to make a passenger point?
What did that mean?
Yes.
I don't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
About 10 or 12 seconds, maybe?
Okay, I think that was a fair guess. Anyone else?
I think about 10 seconds maybe.
About 10 seconds.
All right, say 10 seconds. What do you think?
This. An elevator train takes 10 seconds to pass through a point. That point is the window of the room in which the killing took place. The L tracks are so close you can almost reach out of the window and touch the train, right? Alright, now let me ask you this. Has anyone here ever lived right next to the L tracks? I have. When the train is going by and the window is open, the noise is almost unbearable. You can't hear yourself think.
You can't hear yourself think. And,
Well, the old man said he heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," and 1 second later he heard the body falling, right? 1 second.
Correct.
Okay, and the woman across the street says she saw the body falling through the last 2 cars of the train, the last 2, right?
right.
Okay, so if an L train takes 10 seconds to pass through a point, that's 2 seconds per car. According to the woman, the train was going past the old man's window for 6 seconds and maybe more before the body fell. He would have had to hear the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," while the front of the L was roaring past his nose. It's not possible he could have heard it.
What do you mean? Sure he could have heard it.
Could he?
He said the defendant yelled it out. That's enough for me.
I don't think he could have heard it. Maybe with the noise of the yell.
What are you people talking about? You calling the old man a liar now?
Well, it stands to reason.
Are you crazy? What would he lie for? What's he got to gain?
Potentially, maybe?
You keep coming up with the most elaborate stories. You should sell one to the blogs. I heard they pay well.
Hey, you have the right to return. I might know it.
It's that I looked at the seal of the jacket for a very long time. It was torn. Did you notice that? This is a very old man with a torn jacket, and he carries 2 canes. I think I'm one of them, and anyone else here. He's a quiet, frightened, insignificant old man who has been nothing all his life, but he's had no recognition. Now his name's in the papers. Nobody's known him after 75 years of his life. That's sad. A man like this needs to be recognized, to be listened to, and questioned, and quoted just once. It's important.
And then you're telling us he lied about all this just to feel important?
No, not exactly. Maybe he just convinced himself he recognized the boy's face and heard his voice.
Well, that's the most fantastic story I've ever heard. How can you make up a thing like that? What do you even know about it?
Speak from experience.
All right. Is there anything else?
And
On, let's get on with it.
I'll take one. Something else doesn't really sit right with me. I mean, this phrase, I'm gonna kill you, how many times has each of us used it? Probably hundreds. If you do that one more time, I'm gonna kill you. Or, come on, let's kill him. We say it every day. Doesn't mean we're actually gonna kill somebody.
Wait a minute now. The phrase was, I'm gonna kill you, and the kid yelled it out at the top of his lungs. Don't try and tell me he didn't mean it. Anybody who says something like that, the way that he said it, they mean it, and how they mean it.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you really think the boy would yell it out at the top of his lungs for the entire neighborhood to hear? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
Right? He's a common ignorant teen. He don't even know good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
I'd like to take my vote to that next week. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. The boys still in favor of guilt?
Well, in the end, what are you basing it on? Stories that this one made up? The boy had a lawyer. Why didn't his lawyer bring up all these points? Where are his parents if he's so beloved?
Lawyers can't take for everything.
Oh,
Trust me, just because someone is related by blood doesn't mean you're family.
oh, brother. You pull stories out of thin air. So what? Now I'm supposed to believe that the old man had gotten out of bed, ran to the living room, opened the door and saw the boy beat it downstairs 15 seconds after the killing, just to feel important? Ran, walked, dog, doesn't matter.
I don't remember what he said, but I don't see how you remember.
Look, he said he went from his bedroom to the front door. Enough, isn't it?
Where was his bedroom again?
Down the hall somewhere. I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
Actually, no, I don't. Foreman, I'd like to see a diagram of the apartment again.
Well, why don't we have them run the whole trial over so that you can get your facts straight?
All right, what's with this? How come you're the only one who wants to see these difference here all the time?
I want to see this one too.
And I want to stop wasting time.
Look, we're going to start wading through all this nonsense over the body.
We're not. We're gonna find out how an old man who's had 2 strokes in the past 3 years and who walks from hair pink gets to his front door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds. How did you know on 15 seconds? You can't judge a thing like that. He's an old man. How can he talk about anything? He was confused half the time. You saw him.
That's right. Thank you.
Do me a favor. Look me up when this is over.
It's a little ridiculous, okay? Even with evidence, they still don't know how to treat it correctly.
Okay. This is the apartment of the room in which the killing took place. The old man's apartment is directly beneath it and exactly the same. Here are the L tracks. Here's the bedroom, another bedroom, the living room, bathroom, kitchen, the hallway, and here are the stairs. Now, the old man was in bed in this room. He says he got out of bed, walked to his bedroom door, walked down the hall, and opened the front door just in time to see the boy running down the stairs. Now, the length of the bedroom is 12 feet, and the length of the hall tall as 43 feet. Now, you mean to tell me he got up out of bed, grabbed his cane, walked 12 feet to the hallway, walked 43 feet, and opened the door just in time to see the boy running down the stairs? Do you think this is possible?
Of course it's possible.
You normally walk very slowly. You picked up in the witness chair.
You make it sound like it's a long walk. It's not.
For a grown man who uses canes, it's a long walk.
What are you doing now? I'm gonna try to think. Let's see how long it took him. Okay, so 12 feet the length of the bedroom. You're crazy. You can't repeat a thing like that.
How did you see it? It was pretty important.
It's ridiculous. It's what it is.
But let me do it.
Okay, now how far would you say this from here to the door of this room?
About 20 feet, just about.
Okay, so to there and back is about 40 feet shorter than the length of the hallway.
Just about.
Okay.
This is insane. What makes you recreate a thing like that?
Well, according to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. I'm sure we can spare that. Can someone time me?
I can.
Okay, stamp your foot when you want me to start. That'll be the sound of the body fall.
All right. Speed it up. Walk twice as fast as that.
It was even quicker than the old man walking the courtroom.
If you think I should speed up, I will. Stop.
Right.
Okay, what's the time?
31 seconds exactly.
31 seconds.
Well, it seems to me that the old man heard footsteps and assumed it was the victim.
I think it's possible.
Assumed? Now listen to me, people. I've heard all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this right here, this surely takes the cake. I mean, what's the matter with you people? You come in here with your heart beating all over the floor about some slummy ghetto kid and injustice, and you make up these wild stories, and you got these soft-hearted old ladies listening to you? Well, I'm not one of them, and I'm getting real sick and tired of this. What's the matter with you people? This kid is guilty! And we're letting him right through our fingers. Our fingers? Are you his executioner? I'm one of them! Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch. For this kid, you bet I pull the switch. Sorry. Don't. But it must feel like someone to pull the switch. Shut up! You're a fake. I said shut up! You want to see this kid die because you personally want it, not because it's fact. Shut up! Let go of me! I'll kill her! I'll kill her, I tell you! You don't really need to kill me, do you?
No, there's nothing wrong. You can take that back now. We're finished with it.
What are you looking at?
I don't see why that's
I don't know why. The responsibility is a remarkable thing about democracy. What's the word? Notified. And you're notified by mail to come down to this case, deciding the guilt or innocence of a man we do not yet know. We can either gain or lose by our verdict. This is what makes it strong. But we shouldn't make it a personal thing.
Well, we're still nowhere. Who has any ideas?
Well, what do we have on the vote?
For me? That's all right with me. Anybody not want to vote?
Yeah, let's do it.
I want an open ballot. Let's call out our votes. I want to know who stands where.
That sounds fair. Does anybody object? Okay. I'll call out for jury numbers. I vote guilty. Anybody else? Number 3?
Guilty.
Number 4?
Guilty.
Number 5?
Not guilty.
Number 6?
Not guilty.
Number 7?
Guilty.
Number 8?
Not guilty.
Number 9?
Not guilty.
Number 10?
Guilty.
Number 11?
Not guilty.
And number 12.
Guilty.
Well, that's about even.
I'll tell you what, the real crime is being committed right here in this room. I'm just about ready to walk into court right now and declare it a hung jury. I mean, there's no point in going on in this anymore.
I agree. I say we go to the judge and let the kid take his chances with 12 other men.
If you still think there's room for reasonable doubt?
No, I don't.
I beg your pardon, really don't understand reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand the term reasonable doubt? Who are you to talk to me like that? How do you like this kid? He comes in here running for his life, and before he can even take a big breath, he's just running the show. The arrogance.
Wait a second. Nobody around here is asking where you came from.
I came from here.
Or where your father came from. Or where your father's father came from. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to take a few tips from people running here. Maybe they learned something we don't know. We're not so perfect.
Please, please, thank you.
It's not all right.
Okay. Sorry. Is that better?
That's what I want.
All right, let's stop arguing. Who's got something constructive to say?
Oh, well, something has been bothering me. The whole business with staff and them wrangling, you know?
Don't tell me we're gonna start that. They went over and over it in court already.
I know they did, but something doesn't sit right with me. The father was 6'2", and the son was 5'8". It's an awkward thing to stab down into the chest of someone who's taller than you.
All right, you're not gonna be satisfied until you see it again. I'm gonna give you a demonstration. Somebody get up. Look, I'm only gonna do this once to make sure you're looking, all right? Is this 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Okay, let it be more. Look out!
It's not funny. What's the matter with you?
Okay, calm down. Nobody got hurt now, did they?
No, nobody's hurt.
There's your angle. Take a look at it. Down and in. That's how I stab a man in the chest who was taller than me, and that's how it was done. Take a look at it and tell me I'm wrong. Let me ask you something. This kid was sent to reform school for nagging someone, wasn't he?
Yes?
Now, look at this. Isn't this an awkward way to stab someone? What are you asking me for?
What's the matter with you? Give me that.
Have you ever seen a knife fight?
Yes, I have.
In the movies?
In my backyard, on my stoop, in the middle across the street. Too many of them. This might fit into the neighborhood where I live. Funny, I didn't think this before. I guess you try to forget this to me. Anyone who's ever used a switch knife would never have sat down. You don't handle a switch knife that way. Maybe even hit underneath.
Then he couldn't have made the wound to kill his father.
No, he couldn't have. How did he ever hide any experience?
I don't believe it. Yeah, you're giving us a whole lot of mumbo jumbo here. What do you think?
I don't know.
What about you?
I'll tell you something. I'm about tired of all this. We're getting nowhere. Fast. Want to change my vote to not guilty?
You're what?
You heard me.
What do you mean changing your vote? What kind of answer is that? Are you crazy?
Rob, you're right, that's not an answer. What kind of man are you? He's out here voting guilty with everyone else. All because you got some theater kids burning a hole in your pocket. Now you change your reason. He's kind of the exact same reason.
Now, who are you? Why are you talking to me like that?
I can talk like that to you if I wanted.
Oh, really?
Oh no, yes I can. If you want to go guilty, then do it because you believe the man did it. If he's innocent, then believe that way.
I don't have to tell you what I believe.
You have to say it.
No.
Alright, there's another vote off the board. I guess the quickest way is a show of hands. Does anybody object? Alright, everybody voting not guilty, raise your hands. Alright, not guilty. Guilty. The vote is in favor of the acquittal. You might just be here all night.
I don't understand you people. How can you lose kid is innocent? Look, we know how those people lie. I don't need to tell you that. Look, people don't know the truth. And let me tell you,
They don't need any big reason to kill somebody either. They get drunk and bang. Someone's lying in the gutter. Nobody's blaming them. That's just the way they are, you know what I mean? Violent. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. Hey, where are you going? Look, people are drinking and fighting all the time, and if somebody gets killed, then somebody gets killed. They don't care. Oh, sure, there's some good things about them. I'll be the first one to tell you that. Look, I've known a few who are pretty good, but that's the exception. They're no good. Look, I am speaking my piece, and you listen to me. This kid on trial, they're no good. Not a single one of them who's any good. Well, don't you know about them?
Enough. Open your mouth one more time. I'm going to split your skull. Enough. Sit down, everybody.
That's right. As far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony.
What was her testimony then? Let's go over it.
I think I can give it back. Woman claims that night that she was there around 11 o'clock. Now, she says that from her window while lying down, she can see into the window across the street. At 12:10, she's tossing and turning, and she gets up and sees a boy stabbing her and go out of the apartment. To me, that's the most strongest piece of evidence I've heard today.
That's right. That's literally the whole case right there.
What do you think?
What do you mean evidence is sift? She's absolutely right. Look, where are all the other evidence?
Well, that was my
Oh, what time is it?
2 minutes to 6.
You don't think they'll let us wrap up early and go home? I have a good story. Not a chance. Pardon me, can you see the time without your glasses? Not clearly. Why? Well, I don't know. I was just thinking. What do you do when it's the middle of the night and you want to know what time it is? What do you mean? I put on my glasses and look at the clock. You don't want to leave bed? Of course not. No one wears eyeglasses in bed. Well, I was just thinking. The lady who testified that she saw the kid wearing glasses, doesn't she?
So does my grandma. Who cares?
Your grandmother is not a murderer.
Look, stop me if I'm wrong, but she wouldn't wear glasses in bed, would she?
Wait a minute. Did she even wear glasses at all? I don't remember.
Of course she did. She wore bifocals and looked pretty strong.
Could be right. Bifocals, she never took them off.
I never would have thought.
Well, she wasn't wearing them to bed, that's for sure. She testified that in the midst of her tossing and turning, she rolled over and looked through the window just as the murder took place. She claimed she saw the boy kill his father, but I say more than likely she only saw a blur.
How do you know what she saw? Maybe she's farsighted. Tell me! How does she know all these things?
Does anyone think there is not a reasonable doubt?
I think he's guilty!
Does anyone else?
No. You have to be entirely.
You're alone.
I don't care whether I'm alone or not. I have a right.
You do have a right.
Well, what do you want me to say? I told you I think the boy's guilty. Now what do you want?
Your argument.
I gave you my argument!
Well, we're waiting to hear them again. We're not convinced. We have time.
Hey, listen to me. You're the one who made up all the arguments. You can't turn on me now. A guilty, murderous man can get out into the streets. He's got to die!
I am truly sorry, but they have all convinced me. There is a reasonable doubt in my mind the boy is not guilty.
We're waiting.
Well, you're not going to intimidate me. It's going to be a hung jury. That's all. I don't care.
And there's nothing we can do about that. Except hope that one night Maybe in a few months, you'll finally get some sleep.
You're all alone. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
All right.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed our show. Thank you. Y'all good? Great. We're gonna bring the cast out, cast and crew for the last curtain call. Y'all ready? Great. Let's go. Playing the role of foreman, 𝐉𝐂𝐆 Rodriguez. Come on out. Grade number 2 and 3, 𝐉𝐂𝐆 Vázquez, 𝐉𝐂𝐆 𝐄𝐧𝐭. Grade 4 and 5, and 𝐉𝐂𝐆. Grade 7 and 8, Sincere Anderson, Jammie, Angel. Let's get a round of applause for our guard, 𝐉𝐂𝐆 𝐄𝐧𝐭. Makeup artist and your 6, Marissa Moreno. Let's get up our crew, running real well. Raheem Newman, Anthony Quillo,
And a very, very special round of applause for our amazing, amazing director, Mr. Kadia!
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. We worked so hard. We have so many to thank. It wasn't just our cast and crew that did all the hard work, but it was also our supporters. Thank you so much. Before you leave, make sure you also take note of that essential question. How would you vote if you were a juror? Just make sure you put that sticky note in the box over there. Is it guilty or not guilty? Also, I want you to follow us on our socials on Instagram at
ParkDale.
JCG, where are you? JCG. Come on! Thank you so much. Also follow JCG.
JCG Label is on Instagram.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. I appreciate it.
corner. I know that was fire.
Can I grab it?
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Come back next time.
Wait, what's the question?
All right, bye.